We're continuing our devotional series looking at the Lord's Prayer. And the reason we're looking at the Lord's Prayer is because in it we see the values that Jesus is teaching us that should shape our lives, shape our relationships. And the beginning of that prayer, Our Father in heaven, it emphasizes that our relationship with God, our understanding of who He is, shapes everything. And Jesus will go on to talk about hallowing His name, and we'll see that our relationship to His name shapes us. Names mean something, our reputation, so much of who we are. We invest that in our name. Others understand us by our names, and the same is true of the Lord. How will we treat His name? Let me read from Matthew chapter 6, beginning in verse 9. This then is how you should pray. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Hallow, and what does that mean? It simply means to revere, to set apart as holy, to treat with honor and respect. And that should shape who we are. And our relationship to names matters. And it carries with it implications for that name. Let me talk about a name you probably know. BP, formerly known as British Petroleum. It's one of the oldest petroleum companies in the world. It started out as the Anglo-Persian Oil Company in 1908. And then it bought other companies and grew, and then it vertically integrated. It included everything from exploration to drilling to trading in the stock market. The company name was connected to prestige, business savvy, and wealth. On April 20th, 2010, BP was trading on the stock market at over $650 per share. And then the BP drilling rig, Deepwater Horizon, exploded. BP struggled to contain the oil leaking out at the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico from April 2010 until July of that same year. 4.9 million barrels spilled into the waters of the Gulf. It is the worst oil accident of all time. And the stocks fell from over $650 a share to $300 a share. It's a market loss of over $70 billion in the span of just a couple of weeks. There is a powerhouse name almost ruined by this accident. How did it happen? Now, many assessments have been made about the Deepwater Horizon explosion, but many believe that it was a lack of really understanding deep sea drilling, poor planning that didn't take into account the things they did know, mixed with the fact that they were carrying on that way and there were no problems. It created to encourage this kind of arrogance. Put simply, it's fun until someone loses an eye. People presumed on the name of BP, its credibility, its respect, to get away with cutting corners and dismissing concerns, and it resulted in disaster. Names are important. It's the currency of reputation. We buy and we trade on it. The people we know, the relationships we have, the plastic cards in our wallets, name dropping. What power does the name of God carry today with our friends in our culture? And we might say it's a little unclear, but in the final accounting of things, His name means everything. He is the source of life. He is the fountain of mercy. And so our response to His name should be to honor it, to hallow it. We should honor it in the way we treat the name of God itself, how it passes our lips and the way we use it, but then looking to the way we carry the name of God as Christians, as followers of God. Because our behavior either will honor God or disgrace it, like those executives at BP disgraced the name of their company. I would encourage you, as you think on the name of God and how you carry it, think on his majesty, but also his mercy, and then behave in accord with that name. Blessings on you all.